Hi guys, I am coming to you live from my kitchen. It's a little crazy in here right now. Every surface is covered and hectic because we are painting our kitchen cabinets. So I am going to do our art lesson from what we call our key cupboard. It's just this tiny little counter space, and that way you don't feel like you need any grand space of your own to do your art in. So I'm gonna flip my screen around, and that way you can see what we are doing today. Okay, so these are the projects we're going to do today. We're going to make a leaf coloring page that you will paint with watercolor, and an envelope so you can make something beautiful and put a letter inside or a note inside to send to a friend or maybe to a grandparent, just somebody that you haven't been able to see in a couple of weeks. And in order to do these, you'll need an envelope, and then you'll need some watercolor paper. I like to use the thick mixed media paper, but if you only have printer paper, that's totally fine. I did this actually on a piece of sketch paper, and it's actually thinner than printer paper. So if all you have is printer paper, you can still do this. You will need a Sharpie marker. You want Sharpie because it won't bleed when it gets wet. And you'll need a paintbrush. You can use a couple of sizes. You can use one little one. I did use only this one for both of these projects because honestly that's what I thought I had. I didn't realize I had my whole box here. I thought it was at the church. So you can do it if all you have is one little tiny paintbrush. You will need a watercolor palette. You can use this oldie but goodie classic, or if you have something a little more fancy, that's great too. Anything will work. These will be just fine. You just won't have as many color options. And you'll need a paper towel or a rag in order to dry your brush or wipe your brush off in between colors. And you'll need a little dish of water. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is just draw some leaves on your paper with your Sharpie. You're basically making your own coloring book page, and all you have to do is use curvy lines. So it's pretty easy. You can all draw curvy lines. I know you can. I've seen you do it. You got this. I'm so sorry. I just realized that was not in view at all. So remember that your leaves can intersect and go on top of or underneath each other. So draw your lines appropriately, okay? I'm gonna bring that one all the way down here. Make a big one in the back there. And it'll just kind of come around here, and then draw that center line. We'll do one over here. Bring that line down here. So remember, if you want it to look like the leaf is in front of another one, you're going to draw those lines on the top going all the way through. And if you want it to look like it's behind, you'll stop that line, jump over to the other side of the leaf that it's underneath, and draw that way. And then I'll do another one here. Just a lot of intersecting leaves today. Okay. And you can fill up your whole page if you want to. So I won't take the time to do that. I'll do one more here. It's a little tricky doing it with one hand and no control of my paper. That's okay. All right. So this is my finished product with my Sharpie, and I'm going to put my Sharpie in my Sharpie cup, and then I'm going to get my watercolor. So I'm going to use this one to start out, just to show you that you can do it if you only have this, and then I'll use maybe the other one, this one too, just to give you some other ideas.